practice 7.2c. Okay, self-practice 7.2c. Question number 1. The speed time graph shows the motion of a motorcycle for a period of 50 seconds. Describe. So describe. Okay. Describe the motion of the motorcycle for the first 20 seconds. So first, acceleration equals to gradient. Since this is negative acceleration, so this is actually deceleration or acceleration with negative sign. So describe the motorcycle is decelerating at 0.75 meter per second square in 20 minutes. So ini salah satu jawapan. You boleh tulis juga, the speed of the motorcycle decreases from 35 meter per second to 20 meter per second in 20 seconds. Or you can calculate the distance or the area under the graph. Then you can describe the motorcycle move 550 meter in 20 seconds. So that means there is many ways to describe the answer. So up to you. You can choose either one. Number 1B, when it's moved at a uniform speed. So first you can say the motorcycle moves at a uniform speed of 20 meter per second in 30 seconds. Or you can calculate the distance or the area under the graph. Then you can describe as the motorcycle travel for 600 meter at a uniform speed. So ada dua jawapan. You can choose either one. Okay, settle question number 1. Any question?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you for response. Question number 2. The speed time graph shows the motion of a particle for a period of 18 seconds. Calculate the acceleration in meter per second square of the particle for the last 6 seconds. So for the last 6 seconds is here. So you can use formula of gradient. 20 minus 15 over 18 minus 12 equals to 5 over 6 meter per second square, or you can write your answer in decimal. Next, B. Calculate the total distance in meter traveled by the particle in the period of 18 seconds. Means area under the graph. So you can divide the graph into three parts and then calculate the area of each part. Then the answer is 260 meter. Question C. Describe the motion of the particle when it moves at a uniform speed. So this is the uniform speed. So you can describe as the particle move at a uniform speed for 15 meter per second in 7 seconds. Okay, settle question number 2. Next, question number 3. Encik Merisat visit his friend who live in the same housing estate by car. The speed time graph shows the journey of Encik Merisat to his friend's house. Calculate the rate of change of speed in meter per second square of his car for the first 20 seconds. Okay. question asks you for the first 20 seconds, but here 40 seconds, but it's okay, you can calculate this gradient because the value for 20 seconds also equals to 40 seconds. Sebab dia dalam gradient yang sama kan. So you can calculate this gradient. So you'll get 3/8 meter per second square, or you can give your answer in decimal. B, calculate the distance in meter travel at the uniform speed. So only this area. Answer 1,200 meter. C, describe Encik Marisat's journey for the period of 2.5 minutes. So 2.5 minutes, semua lah kan, 150 is 2.5 minutes. So first you need to calculate the distance travel or total distance, and you get 1.725 kilometer. So you can say that Encik Marisat drive for a distance of 1.725 kilometer in 2.5 minutes with an average speed of 41.4 kilometer per hour. Yang ni jalan kerja tak tunjuk ni. Kalau you tunjuk jalan kerja ni lagi bagus lah. Average speed. Yes. Okay. Total distance over total time taken to get this answer. Okay, that's all for this exercise. Any question? Ada soalan?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Jaja. Next, we proceed to the last subtopic. Okay, still in our objective for today's lesson: solve problems involving speed time graph. Okay, have a look at this example. The speed time graph shows the motion of a car for a period of 14 seconds. A, the average speed in meter per second for the first 6 seconds. So first you need to calculate the distance travel for the first 6 seconds, which is A and B. So this is A, this is B. Okay, so average speed formula, total distance over total time taken. So distance 50 meter, 6 second. So 25/3 meter per second. This is for question A. If the distance forms, so area of the trapezium equals to 1/2 area of rectangle. Yang ni. The first for second is half the distance travel at a uniform speed. So this is the area of trapezium. Area of rectangle 1/2 times t minus 4 times 10. So you will get the value of t. So settle, we see the value of v if the acceleration for the last 2 seconds is 3.5 meter per second. So t just now is 10. For the last 2 seconds for this gradient. So given that acceleration 3.5 meter per second square, then calculate the gradient for this, v minus 10 over 14 minus 10 is the value of t that you just now. That's the value of v. Okay, any question?
No, teacher.
You can see. Next, we look at the example. The speed time graph shows the motion of two vehicles. Graph OAB, the pink color, represent the motion of Encik Zabidi's car, and graph CD, the green color, represent the motion of a taxi driven by Mr. Low. The difference between the distance traveled by the car and the taxi in a period of 24 seconds is 160 meter. Calculate the value of V. Distance travel is area under the graph. So this difference between car for Encik Zabidis and taxi Mr. Low equals to 160. So distance travel car minus taxi equals to 160. Next, calculate the area under the graph. This one for OAB, the pink color, and this one for CD, green color. So this is the area of triangle, and this one area trapezium. Then calculate, you get V equals to 30. Okay, next example. Calculate the rate of change of speed in meter per second square for the first 3 seconds. So actually, we want to calculate the gradient of this graph. So 30 minus 12 over 3 minus 0. So answer 6 meter per second square. Next, question B. The distance in meter travel for the first 10 seconds. So distance travel for the first 10 seconds, you can use A and B. So this one for A, this one for B. So this is the distance travel or the area under the graph. So settle B. Question C. The value of T if the magnitude of the rate of change of speed after 10 seconds is the same as the magnitude of the rate of change of speed for the first 3 seconds. So what the meaning by magnitude? Magnitude ni adalah value. As you can see, this gradient and this gradient have different different sign of positive and negative kan. This one positive gradient, this one negative gradient. So magnitude ni you abaikan the negative and positive sign. Just consider the value. So the acceleration after 10 seconds after 10 second adalah bukan yang ni, after 10 second. Okay, after 10 second yang ni. So formula dia 0 minus 30 over 10 minus T minus 10. Okay, yang ni adalah yang negative gradient ni. Acceleration for the first 3 second ni yang ni. So 30 minus 12, 3 minus 0. So selesaikan, you akan dapat T equals to 15. Okay, ada soalan tak?
No, teacher.
Okay. So this is your homework, self-practice 7.2D. Ada 1, 2, 3 soalan. Okay, that's all.